Welcome back to Healthcare Insights. Today we're breaking down Medicaid, what it is, who it helps, and how it works in real life. This is the final video in our TANF, WIC, SNAP, and Medicaid series. Medicaid is a free or low-cost health coverage for people who meet certain income guidelines. It's funded by both the federal government and your state, which is why the rules and benefits can look different depending on where you live. Medicaid helps several different groups of people. It covers pregnant individuals, children, parents or caretakers, people with disabilities, and seniors who are dual eligible, meaning they qualify for both Medicare and Medicaid. And for kids and teens, states also offer CHIP, the Children's Health Insurance Program. It provides strong coverage even if the household income is slightly too high for Medicaid. And just to clarify dual eligibility, it's for seniors who qualify for both programs. And Medicare is their main insurance, and Medicaid helps cover the costs that Medicare doesn't pay for. It's things like premiums, copays, prescriptions, or even long-term care depending on the state. The two programs work together. Here are the services Medicaid typically covers in most states. You'll see doctor visits, hospital care, emergency services, prescriptions, lab test and imaging, mental health services, and prenatal and postpartum care. These are the core benefits people rely on the most, and they're available in every state, though the exact details can vary depending on where you live. Medicaid has two categories of benefits, required and optional. Required benefits come from federal Medicaid rules through CMS, things like hospital care, doctor visits, lab tests, and nursing home care. Every state has to cover those. But states get to decide which optional benefits they want to offer, and that's where the biggest differences show up. Optional benefits include things like adult dental, adult vision, physical and occupational therapy, chiropractic care, and transportation. Some states offer many of these and others offer very few. So when you hear people say Medicaid looks different depending on where you live, this is why. The optional benefits are where states make their own decisions. One important thing to know is that children can qualify for Medicaid or CHIP even when the adults in the same household don't. That's because the income limits for kids are much higher. So a parent might make too much to qualify for themselves, but their child can still be eligible. For example, in states like California or New York, an adult might qualify up to around $21,000 or $22,000 per year, but a child in that same household can qualify at a much higher income level through Medicaid or CHIP. And in states like Texas, adults have extremely low income limits, sometimes only a few $1,000s a year for parents, while the kids are still covered at a much higher level. You can apply for Medicaid online, by phone, in person, or through your state's Medicaid office. There's no open enrollment period. You can apply any time of the year. Most states process applications in about 30 to 45 days, and it can be faster for pregnant individuals or urgent medical needs. If you think you might qualify, go ahead and apply. They'll review your information and let you know what they need. Have your ID, proof of income, and household size, address, and social security numbers ready. And if you don't have everything right away, that's okay. You can upload documents as they request them. The goal is just to get your application started. You can always add more information later. Coverage may start the month you apply, but the exact rule depends on your state. For example, California and New York both offer retroactive coverage for up to 90 days if you had medical bills before you applied and would have qualified at that time. But states like Florida and Texas, they do not offer retro coverage for most adults. So your coverage usually starts the month you apply, not before. That's why it's important to check your state's rules, especially if you have recent medical bills. People often assume they make too much, that Medicaid is only for kids, or that applying is too hard. None of that is true. Many adults qualify, and the application is usually straightforward. This is the final video in our TANF-WIC SNAP and Medicaid series, and if you think you might qualify for Medicaid, go ahead and apply. The worst they can say is no, and the best outcome is full health coverage. You can find all 4 lessons organized on sunnyvibes.com, and if there's a topic you want me to cover next, tap that Contact Me button on the website and send me a message. Thank you for watching. This video is for general informational only and isn't legal, financial, or medical advice. Every state's rules are different, so always check with your local guidelines. And for more resources and weekly insights, visit my website at sunnyvibes.com.